This is your primetime forecast from Dr. Don's Weather. A huge thank you to our amazing partners who help make it all possible. Brandy Pike Photography, the Randolph County Commission, Inlow House Lodging, East Alabama Waste, Jimis's Weight Clinic, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, the Town of Wadley, Salem Auction House, and Bama Diesel Repair. Broadcasting from the Alpha Weather Center and powered by The Oaks, Integrated Contractor Services, Stevens Home Furniture, N&W Locks, Venture Fence, Estate Masters, Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery, Southern Union State Community College, and the venue at 5 Points Farms. Here's Dr. Don.
Welcome to your Saturday as we kick off your weekend. It is August 23rd, 2025 on Dr. Don's Weather. And we're only a couple of weeks away from the 8th annual Take a Veteran Fishing Day on Lake Wedowee. It's on September 6th at Rice's Landing in Wedowee. And you can get involved if you have a boat and you like to fish and you like to make people happy. Then you can volunteer to be a boat captain, and you can call Ken Bearden and register your boat and take a veteran fishing. Also, if you know someone who is a veteran and they like to fish, even if they don't typically fish, they need to get out there and have a good time on the lake. Well, here's your great opportunity. Get in touch with Ken at 706-884-0494. This event is 100% free for veterans, and lunch will be provided by Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery. It's worth it right there just for the lunch because that is the best you're ever going to have. $5 raffle will be taking place, and the public is welcome at weigh-in at Rice's Landing. So get involved. Get in touch with Ken today. Make a veteran happy. Take a veteran fishing. After all of the sacrifices that our veterans have made for us so that we can enjoy the lakes and go fishing, that's the least we can do, is take a veteran fishing. Let's make the 8th annual the biggest and best ever on Lake Wedowee. Today's weather forecast is brought to you by Venture Fence. Get in touch with Venture Fence at 334-497-1495. You can also check them out on Facebook. We appreciate the Ventures for being a partner with us here on Dr. Don's Weather. That kind of keeps us out there so that we can keep you all safe across East Alabama and West Georgia. And, of course, don't forget to get your ducks in a row with Dukas, Jamie Dukas, your Alpha Insurance guy for 20-plus years across Alabama and Georgia. 256-831-7770 is the number to call. General scattered thunder across Alabama and Georgia today. We're not looking at any organized severe weather issues out there today, but you know the deal. If you get caught under one of the thunderstorms, you could be looking at some heavy rainfall, thunder, and lightning, though most of us are going to stay pretty cloudy all day long, so I don't expect much in the way of diurnal afternoon, heat of the day type thunderstorms. I think more of the threat today is going to be just heavy downpours, and especially as you get back into East Alabama, West Georgia, and into middle and southeast Georgia, where we have a flash flood watch in effect today. Now, across Alabama, cloudy day with occasional showers, 86 in Gadsden, 92 over in Demopolis. Look at the difference there in temperatures from one side of the state to the other. 89 in Montgomery, and Troy will top out this afternoon at 84 degrees. In the great state of Georgia, 81 up here in the North Georgia mountains. We'll make it to 86 in Columbus, and down in Albany, Georgia, we'll make it to 85 degrees this afternoon. Notice there on the right-hand side, the precipitation map for Georgia. You get down there south of Augusta all the way down to Savannah and then back to about Valdosta. That dark green area is where we could see some flooding issues later on this afternoon. A lot of moisture coming back in off the Atlantic today due to a low-pressure system moving across North Florida out into the Atlantic region. But we've got some magnificent weather on the way for Alabama and Georgia. Looking at the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, we are talking just incredibly fall-like weather on the way for the entire region. We had that cold front that kind of stalled out across the area yesterday. We have another cold front poised to move through Sunday night, and maybe even a third one out there on Wednesday that will reinforce all of this. And we're talking cooler than average temperatures. High temperatures will be in the low to mid 80s up here in the mountains and some of the higher elevations of East Alabama. Maybe a day or two, maybe Wednesday, Thursday, we don't get out of the 70s for daytime highs. And then with overnight lows in the low 60s and maybe even a handful of locations dipping into the upper 50s. You may need to put on a light coat when you get up on Wednesday morning and again on Thursday morning. But it's still August and about to be September in the South, so this is not going to last very long. But we'll take what we can get. We can get 4 or 5 days of cool autumn-like weather. We'll take it. But we will eventually go back to summer. We got to get through September before we can start looking for that change, a consistent change anyway. All right, so let's take a look now at the tropics. There's a lot of stuff going on out there, but at the moment, nothing that is a immediate threat for the southeastern United States. You have the red hatched area there in the east or west central portions of the Atlantic. That's turning to the north, so that won't be a problem. We are keeping a watch on that yellow hatched area in the southwestern corner of the Atlantic. It's headed toward the Caribbean, and that could be in a better position, or this could be the first storm of the season so far. That's at such a low latitude that could eventually get into the Caribbean and could make its way up into the southern Gulf of America or maybe over toward the Bay of Campeche. So we're going to watch this one real close. There is a pretty good chance that it will develop a little, maybe a few days from now as we head toward Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday of next week. So all eyes on the yellow hatched area there in the southwestern Atlantic. Let's take a look at your current conditions from the venue at 5 Points Farms in 5 Points, Alabama. Currently 72 degrees outside. Feels like 73. Wind is calm at the moment. Humidity 94%. Barometric pressure 30.00. Dew point is 70. High temperature yesterday was 83. We got pretty doggone lucky yesterday afternoon and last night with high school football across East Alabama and West Georgia. There were some showers around from Lee County south and over into West Georgia, but all the Randolph County schools got their games in without any rain delays, and we were afraid we were going to have some issues, and we did have rain for most of the afternoon, but yeah, the skies cleared up just in time for football. We currently have cloudy skies out there. Sunrise this morning was at 6:11, and the sun sets this evening at 7:19 p.m. Here's your 6-day forecast from the Alpha Weather Center. Jamie Dukas, your local Alpha agent for your Saturday. A mostly cloudy day, occasional showers, a handful of thunderstorms are possible, but we're not looking at organized severe weather. 70% chance of rain today. The further east you go, the greater the chances are for flash flooding, and primarily in the state of Georgia. 81 the high this afternoon, down to 69 tonight. Then on Sunday, about a 40% chance, and this will be afternoon heat of the day type storms on Sunday. So I think we do see a good bit of sun tomorrow. 40% chance, 83 your high, down to 66 Sunday night. And then here comes the good stuff. On Monday, mostly sunny skies, 83. Look at Tuesday, mostly sunny, 77 degrees will be the high temperature. Down to the upper 50s Tuesday night for your overnight low. And we'll do a carbon copy of that on Wednesday. And then Thursday, pretty much the same. We may be looking at 80 degrees for your high. And the overnight lows come up just a few degrees. So really Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week. Throw Monday in there too. We're looking at least 4 days of absolutely phenomenal weather across Alabama and Georgia. And it may extend on into next weekend. There are indications that that may be the case. We're crossing our fingers. We deserve a break today. I've heard that somewhere before. Well, here it comes for East Alabama and West Georgia. Oh, wait a minute. We didn't do the radar. Let's go back. Here we go. Lots of activity out there this morning, but most of it is offshore. Down in the northern Gulf of America, we see rain stretching from really Mexico all the way back up to Laredo and then to a point near Houston, Texas, over toward New Orleans, and then back to Tampa. You'll see a couple of low-pressure systems there in the northern Gulf of America and then just offshore, northeast of Jacksonville. That's what's kicking up all of this activity. And this low pressure just northeast of Jacksonville, spinning counterclockwise, is pulling that rain shield back into Georgia. And so we're looking at a lot of rain now from just south of Atlanta all the way down to Macon and then back to Columbia, South Carolina. That is slowly working maybe a little bit to the northwest, spinning around this low pressure. And so these areas are really getting a lot of rain on your Saturday morning. Could some of that make it into West Georgia later on today or East Alabama? Yeah, it's certainly possible, and we'll keep an eye out for that possibility. We'll take you a little closer to home this morning, and you will see that we have no precipitation across East Alabama or West Georgia. The closest rain from about Peachtree City down to Milledgeville, stretching from Monroe, Georgia, down to around Macon. That is very slowly creeping to the west, maybe northwest, and growing to the southwest. So keep an eye on that for you as we go throughout the rest of your day. Don't forget to get your Thunder Buddy shirts, your Dr. Don Thunder Buddy shirts. If you watch us here on Dr. Don's Weather, then you're a Thunder Buddy. So you got to have one of the shirts. And then also pick up a What About shirt while you're at the weather store. The link for the weather store is at the top of this video on Facebook, bottom of the video over on YouTube. Also, folks, check out our 24 Forever stream. It's streaming 24 hours a day, 7 days a week over on YouTube. You can get to it by going to our website. There's multiple ways you can find our stream over on YouTube, but the easiest thing to do is just go to our website. It's drdonwx.com. Right there on the home page, you can see the live stream. Now, it defaults to no audio, so you have to click the video, then you'll see the little speaker icon. Click the speaker icon, then you can hear the audio as well. Bookmark the link that you get when you click on that, and then anytime you need to, you can go back to Dr. Don's Weather 24 Forever. We've got some really cool stuff running over there. A lot of it is artificial intelligence. Some of it is using my voice. It's pretty incredible. It really sounds like it's live, but we just go out there and fetch the data, and then it updates as the weather changes. So pretty cool stuff. Go check it out. You can see the radar there. Anytime you need to see what's happening across East Alabama to West Georgia, we focus on that area. We have the alerts scrolling at the bottom of the screen if there are any. If not, we have the forecast going. Good stuff. Go take a look at Dr. Don's Weather 24 Forever. I'll see you back in here first thing tomorrow morning, good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, for another edition of your primetime forecast on Dr. Don's Weather.
That's a wrap on your primetime forecast for East Alabama and West Georgia, broadcasting from the Owlful Weather Center and powered by The Oak, Integrated Contractor Services, Stevens Home Furniture, N&W Locks, Venture Fence, The State Masters, Southern Union State Community College, The Venue at 5 Points Farms, and Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery. Dr. Don's Weather is proudly supported by Brandy Pike Photography, the Randolph County Commission, East Alabama Waste, Genesis Weight Clinic, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, the Town of Wadley, the Salem Auction House, and Bama Diesel Repair. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and follow us on Facebook. Share with your friends, and subscribe to Dr. Don's Weather on YouTube. We'll see you back in here tomorrow morning for another edition of your primetime forecast on Dr. Don's Weather.